Good morning, I'm Chris Beecham and welcome to IG's morning market headlines for Friday, 22nd of March. FTSE down 5 points at 63.85. European markets also a touch lower. The DAX knocked back by a rather surprisingly negative reading on the German IFO, but more of that in a second. Now, the main event is, of course, Cyprus. The finance minister has returned empty-handed from Moscow with no extra funds from the Russian government, and Parliament will vote on a new emergency plan which hopefully will be more amenable to the Eurozone. Deposits are below 100,000 euros are likely to be protected, with the likely bank split up into two halves, a good bank and a bad bank. So rather different expectations on the bailout plan from the Cypriots than we had seen earlier in the week. Now back to that German IFO data. This disappointed across the board, coming in below expectations, having been forecast to show a small increase. So slightly worrying confidence figures from the Germans there, although nothing to get too worried about just yet. And in corporate news, Mulberry is dropping 20% after saying that full year revenues for 2013 would be below forecasts, hit by weaker sales in the last 10 weeks and also by a drop in tourist spending in London as the Olympics effect begins to wear off. Now, it is a quiet day for economic data now that German IFO is out the way, with no US data this afternoon. So really, Cyprus is of course the only story in town. It has until Monday to come up with a bailout plan, at which point, if there's no bailout plan, the ECB will withdraw emergency funding, leaving the island's banks unable to function. Looking ahead to the S&P 500 in the US Open, we expect the S&P 500 to begin the day 1 point lower at 1544. That's it for me, but do remember to consult your Insight news platforms for additional news and analysis.